Big man. Whoa.
Following a successful run at the Del Campo tournament where the Bella Vista girls basketball team won 2 of 3, they ran into 2 very tough opponents to close out the non-league schedule, losing to West Park just before Christmas and at Granite Bay right after New Year's. Tonight, the Broncos open up Capital Valley Conference play, hoping to channel the success of the Del Campo tournament and also get a little payback as they welcome Ponderosa to town tonight. It's a Bruins team that defeated BV twice last year en route to a berth in the state playoffs. A bit of a different story, though, for Pondo this year, though. The Bruins are 6-10, having lost 5 key seniors to graduation last year. This year's team features just 3 players in their final high school year, as well as a sophomore and a freshman, along with 8 juniors. But one of those seniors for Ponderosa is their leading scorer, Rowan Thomas, and she's not going to play tonight because of an injury, an ankle injury. So, without their leading scorer, will Ponderosa continue its dominance over BV, or will the Broncos bounce back and secure a win in their league opener? Let's all find out together right here on BV Live Sports. Hello, everybody. George Tharrelson and Scott Hackman. Welcome to Bella Vista basketball here on YouTube and BV Live Sports. And, well, I was told at work today that today is the last day I could actually officially say this. So Happy New Year, Scott.
Happy New Year to you too, George. Let's hope 2026 is great for these Broncos.
How does the song go? Let's hope it's a good one.
Let's hope it's a good one. That's right.
Well, the Broncos, obviously, they've had their ups and downs this year, and one of the key issues for them has been rebounding, and in particular, offensive rebounds. Going back to the game that we did just before Christmas against West Park, the reason West Park was able to build that lead and also dominate in the second quarter, shutting Bella Vista out, is because every time there was a missed shot by West Park, they were there for the offensive rebound, second and third chances.
Right, that's exactly right. Even though the Broncos have Ava Jensen, the top rebounder in the conference, she needs a little bit of help. She needs some backside rebounding help, which, as we talked about earlier, when you run a lot of zone defense, that's going to happen. They're going to give up a lot of offensive rebounds, so we need to – that's one of the things I'm looking at today is if that backside rebounder can really attack the rim and get some rebounds for the Broncos.
We talked about during the opening remarks how Ponderosa is missing their top scorer, Rowan Thomas, whose average is about 12 points per game. That's about what she put up last year as well.
It's incredible.
But an ankle injury right now, and it's going to be they're going to have to get by without her. But it's not as though her family isn't represented. Her sister, Lily, is a freshman this year, and they really like what Lily Thomas can do. So much so, she's in the starting lineup tonight.
Yeah, starting lineup as a freshman for a team that was 27-6 last year. That's incredible for Lily. I think that that was my second key for the game for the Broncos is to keep the ball away from Lily Thomas. She averages almost 2 steals a ball game. As a team they average 8, so out of those Lily has 2 of them. So, if Lo and Sarah DeMuha of the Broncos can keep the ball and protect the ball and keep it away from Lily as they dribble up the court, the Broncos are going to be in pretty good shape tonight.
Interesting move also on the part of head coach Carrie Masters for Bella Vista. She has decided to kind of split up the backcourt tandem of Sarah DeMucha and Lila Ortega, Lo as you call her, and Coach Masters calls her that too. Maybe we're just going to keep calling her Lo.
Let's call her Lo. Let's do it.
That's her initials. That's her nickname. She says that playing the two of them together, they've been kind of wearing out at the end of the game, and so Sarah's going to come off the bench tonight, and it looks like they're going to kind of alternate the point guard duties. They may be in the game at times together, but not as much as before, so that they're both fresh down the end of the game. And I guess that's one of the things that you, during the course of the season, that's one of those adjustments that you would make as a coach.
Right. Yeah, that's a good call by Coach to make that change. Take the Malik Monk effect, having a sixth player of the year like that. Maybe a perfect role for Sarah this year, that at least for part of the season, she could come in and, as you said, just like when Lo gets a little tired perhaps or whatever reason, it's just nice having that extra assassin off the bench in Sarah DeMuha that you can bring in and really maybe ignite something. So tonight I'm going to look for that too. I'm going to look for Sarah coming off the bench and just being that spark that the Broncos may need. Let's see if that helps. It might be a great move by Coach Masters.
And we will see as far as that's concerned. One of the other keys for Bella Vista, as well as try to get somebody else to put what I've heard them say in the past, put the brown thing in the round thing.
Nice.
Because Ava Jensen averages a double-double, 11.5 points, 11 rebounds a game. Nobody else in double figures. And we said that last year about this
right.
game with Ellie Tomei, and of course Ava Jensen missing a lot of time due to injury. But on the scoring front, Ava needs some help. She cannot do it all. And you look back at the Nevada Union game when 3 different players, in fact, Ava and it might have been Sarah, and then Cora Patterson, all 3 of them had 14 points. That's what Coach Masters would love to see.
You said it, George. Look for number 5, Cora Patterson. Tonight's her night. She can be that person that gets over 10, gets into double figures. That'd be huge. I mean, let's look for that. And as you mentioned, the Ponderosa team is a little short-sighted right now. So it's time for the Broncos to take advantage of such a challenging preseason and just really come into this game clicking. First league game of the year against like I said, a short-sighted Pondo team. Recipe for a win tonight for the Broncos. I'm feeling it.
Ponderosa, we mentioned that they are down their leading scorer, Rowan Thomas. They are also missing one other player tonight, and that is Sadie Walton-Mari. You don't hear about this too much, but she is a dual winter sport athlete.
Incredible.
And
what an athlete.
Ponderosa's soccer team is playing tonight as well, and she's on the soccer team and the basketball team, and I don't know how she decides which one to play and which one not. Maybe she switches back and forth when there's a conflict, and tonight's soccer night. And so Sadie Walton-Mari will miss the game tonight as well. So they're down 2 players, but a good-sized roster for Ponderosa. I'm going to just count it off. They've got 13 players, so losing 2, they still have 11, and they're going to play everybody, just like Bella Vista is tonight. Yep. Bella Vista with a 12-person roster, and everybody's healthy for Bella Vista.
That's great.
So that is a key for them.
Yeah, that's great. I've heard of a lot of multi-sport athletes. Paige Hackman last year, shout out to her as being one of them. But I've never heard of a dual sport athlete within the same season. That's pretty incredible. The amount of work that youngster's putting in is pretty great. And I'm sure she's just playing a lot of games, right? Like if there's a conflict, she has to pick one side. But she'll be missed tonight for these Ponderosa Bruins.
And the reason for, and I can't speak, I'm not going to put words in somebody's mouth, but maybe soccer is her number one sport, and so that could be the priority. Or as we mentioned, maybe it's a case of she just alternates when there's a conflict as to which one.
Absolutely.
But however it works, it's falling for soccer tonight. So... And we know that the Bella Vista boys soccer team is playing Ponderosa tonight here, just not too far from us, a hop, skip, and a jump. You mentioned your daughter. She's at that game, isn't she?
Yeah, I think so. And, there's a lot of Bruin gear all throughout campus tonight. It was crazy when I walked in. The parking lot's full of Ponderosa Bruins, either watching soccer or basketball. It's a fun night here at Bella Vista High School, for sure.
So we have everybody kind of gathered up on the floor. We're just going to, once we're ready to go, Brian Jensen will take the microphone and get us all set up here. I'm kind of eavesdropping in there for just a second. They may be having a technical issue as they're trying to probably get the national anthem queued up, because we will do that first, and then we will have the introduction of the starting lineups, and then we're going to play the league opener, at least for Bella Vista.
I'm not sure if all of our listeners and everybody watching knows, but George has an amazing set of pipes on him, and I'm feeling that he could probably sing the national anthem tonight.
I could.
I'd love to hear it, to be honest with you.
I just have to bring the microphone over here so the whole...
Tie it in. I'm sure you could figure it out somehow. They're going to be asking you to come down there and help, I think.
Well, I hope not, because I can't really leave here.
It's true. We'll have Carson step in for you.
One of these days he will. Here, let's check in with Brian Jensen.
Showdown between the Ponderosa Bruins and your Bella Vista Broncos. Want to wish you a happy new year and start off the league season right. Please stand and join us in honoring our national anthem. Now let's meet the starting lineups for both squads. For the Bruins, number 1, Lily Thomas. Number 3, Leah Beck. Number 10, Ab Redding. Number 33, Emma Maxwell. And number 35, Nora Nichols. Now let's meet the Broncos. Number 2, Lila Ortega. Number 4, Kylie Ross. Number 25, Macy Lee. Number 32, Ava Jensen. And number 35, Marissa Plate. All right, folks, let's have a great evening.
Well, that sounds like a great idea.
It does. You're going to love this, George. Lily Thomas has 2 different color shoes on for you.
Ah.
They're both the Sabrina's. Looks like she bought 2 pair, one dark and one white. You're going to love that.
Or maybe
her.
they were custom made. We learned that last year, not to make that assumption, right?
I saw that right away. She's going to be Lily Thomas is going to be somebody to watch on the court. It's going to be the battle of the Lilies, watching Lily Ortega battle Lily Thomas.
Also, check out Coach Masters' shoes. She got those for Christmas.
Oh, I like them. Nice. Santa did a good job.
So, yes, indeed. So, Carrie Masters rocking the Bella Vista colors.
Right.
Very, very appropriate. So, Ava Jensen will step in and jump center against Emma Maxwell. Maxwell, the sophomore, is their leading rebounder. And the Broncos will control. Well, they almost controlled it, but we're going to get a foul, it looks like, at midcourt, just a violation. We get a over and back. So
Broncos got lucky there on that one. Gave up the ball already on the jump ball, so got the ball back.
When all is said and done, the Broncos are considered winning the tip because the possession arrow is pointing Ponderosa's way. Oh, no, it's actually pointing Bella Vista's way. Sorry. Here's Kylie Mullen-Ross off the hands of Ava Jensen. And Ponderosa has a pass down underneath the basket. Good defense to close out the baseline there by Bella Vista. Thomas into the corner. That's Leah Beck. Back to Lily Thomas with the long jumper. First offensive rebound of the game for Ponderosa in the corner. That's a three-point shot. Another offensive rebound, so 2 offensive rebounds early on for Ponderosa and an extended possession. Broncos forced the steal, though. That was Marissa Plate that got her hand on that one. Here's Lowe. Macy Lee getting the start tonight. Back to Ortega.
It's good to see Macy Lee in there. She must have had a good week of practice getting the start tonight.
Ball deflected right to Ava Jensen, and Gets the friendly roll. That didn't necessarily go well for Bella Vista on Friday night at Granite Bay, where they just couldn't buy a basket and only scored 12 points. There's a jumper from the baseline left, long rebound, and that's controlled by Ponderosa. Leah Beck, by the way, took the shot, got the rebound. So another extended possession for the Bruins. Open left side, three-point shot. That was, I believe that's Nora Nichols that took that shot, number 35. We have her as number 34.
So we've already given up 3 offensive rebounds. The reason for that is Lily Ortega has to play that backside of the 1-3-1, and she's just not accustomed to having to take that rebounding load on the backside there.
Emma Maxwell with the block. Her pass taken away by Plate. Here's Mullen Ross with the jumper. And Ponderosa controls the rebound. Broncos with the 2-point lead, going coast to coast. That one's a little too hard and will go out of bounds. It'll go to Bella Vista.
So one thing BV needs to look at here is, when they do get a really positive situation like that offensive rebound, they don't need to rush it. They just need to take a breath and slow down, take advantage when you have a positive situation like that.
Jensen. Here's Kylie Mullen-Ross with the runner. Ab Redding with the rebound. Full name is Abigail. She goes by Ab. And speaking of Ab, there she is. To the baseline, that's Beck. Back to Thomas. She'll launch the 3. The white and the black shoe, as Scott noted.
Yep.
You're right, it does look like that was probably just 2 pairs that she bought.
I think she bought 2 pair, yeah. And Ab Redding, I remember her from last year. She was a good player, good returning rebounder. Not the top returning rebounder behind Rowan Thomas, but Ab Redding is a heck of a player too, so she's going to be vicious on the boards tonight.
Get a timeout called here. I believe Bella Vista took the timeout, and so everything's just going to kind of regroup right now. There was a foul called against Ava Jensen, and that is her first.
Yeah, that was a good timeout by Coach Masters. I think she senses a little bit of the, they're rushing a little bit. They're, some of these girls are getting the first start, of the season in league play. I think they're pretty amped up, which you love to see as a coach because you can't necessarily coach that effort. So they're giving a lot of effort, but right now she's just trying to get them to execute a little bit better. Oh, and they also subbed in Cora Patterson. Look for number 5 now to have a heck of a game.
And Marissa Plate will have a seat on the bench for right now. Cora Patterson, those bright pink shoes, you almost need sunglasses.
Were those Christmas too?
No, she's worn those.
Has she? All right.
Ab Redding has a pretty good shoe game going too. All kinds of multicolored. Of course, as you know on the broadcast, it's all about the shoes.
That's all it is. Yep.
Nice step around move and a runner by Lily Thomas. Beck the rebound. Back outside.
Ooh.
And the hoop and the harm there for Ab Redding.
That was a heck of a take right there. She took that to the cup strong. She was determined to get that ball up there. It was good.
Patterson gets called for the foul, her first. Sarah DeMucha coming in, and Macy Lee will go out. Ortega will stay in.
I know with Cora Patterson coming off the bench, she's also, she's got to get into the flow of the game a little bit. Another offensive rebound.
Open inside, that's Nora Nichols. Couldn't control it. Not afraid to take it down low. Nora Nichols, one of the smaller players on the floor. Here's DeMucha. DeMucha, they're going to call the travel. Yeah, it looks like she lost her balance there. So taking a look just early on here. We'll try and break down Bella Vista being out-rebounded 7-1 total, and a lot of those for Ponderosa on the offensive side. There's Nichols, three-pointer! Trifecta time for number 35. Broncos now find themselves down 3. They scored the first basket of the game. Haven't scored since. Cora Patterson draws a foul there.
I'd like to see a little bit more of that with Cora Patterson. Starting at the top of the key like that, driving to the left. She's pretty strong that way.
Ponderosa making some substitutions now too.
There's Lily Thomas. She's everywhere.
Boy, she is everywhere.
So right now as a group, let's find where Lily Thomas is and not pass it in her vicinity. So right now go up to
number 22, Avery Katinas is in the game for Ponderosa. And the Broncos turn this one over.
the Broncos definitely show some size over Ponderosa, so I'd like to see us take advantage of that a little bit.
Fourth turnover of the game there for Ponderosa. And the Broncos have a chance to cut this lead to one or maybe tie it up. But they need to get a good look. They haven't really even gotten a shot off in a while here. Lila Ortega doing some nice work there to run a screen. Ava Jensen almost lost it, but gets it back on the pass. Jensen takes it down the alley. Runner does not go. Maxwell the rebound. Flew those elbows to, clear out the area.
She did. Yes, she did.
She knows what she's doing out there.
Yeah, she's very strong.
Tell you what, Ponderosa moves the ball really quickly. Thomas is open for a three-pointer.
That's pretty. That was a great pass. That was a great pass by Ab Redding. That's the right pass to make there, Jason.
Lily Thomas is only a 16% three-point shooter, but that looked really good right there.
Yeah,
great form.
Yeah, that was her third of the night in terms of attempts. So, yeah, she's about ready to get on fire.
6-point lead, pass into traffic. Ab Redding with the steal. It's the fourth turnover of the game for Bella Vista. Here, travel. In the corner, that's Nichols. Long rebound, Thomas, jumper. Another rebound and a travel. Now they're going to call a foul. Looked like Maxwell might have shuffled her feet, but maybe the reason why was because she was fouled. Emma Givens gets called for that one for Bella Vista. We mentioned the Broncos got the first bucket of the game and then haven't scored since. Another offensive rebound for Ponderosa. Nichols free on the baseline. That one's too hard. And then the rebound and the putback comes off. Get a block there, but I think a foul is going to be called on Maisie Hess.
So Abigail Redding has had a great game so far. I could see her needing to be a key for the rest of this game. Broncos need to identify her so that she doesn't get those offensive rebounds. Per 32, she's actually leading the conference in scoring. So she's a heck of a ball player per 32. Not leading points per game necessarily, but per 32. So she can fill it up. She can fill up the stat sheet.
That's Avery Katinas that just made both free throws there, and the Broncos on the inbounds pass turn it over.
That's, again, Ab Redding there on the front of that press. She just got a lot of energy.
Carrie Masters off the bench wants another timeout. So, again, within the first minute of play, Bella Vista scored the first bucket of the game. They've given up 10 straight points. Yep. When last we were here, 3 nights before Christmas, the Broncos were shut out completely in the second quarter, 21-0, and
that was tough.
That's where the game was won.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So you can tell Ponderosa's concept here why they were 27-6 last year, even though you had an excellent point about the number of seniors they lost. They still have both the Thomas sisters when they get healthy and Ab Redding. So they're going to be formidable again in the conference as a Division III school, I believe, in our conference. So looking to make the playoffs. They have a lot of high hopes. We just need to kind of score, as you mentioned, right? It's pretty simple as that. But, It's hard to do. So if this lead gets out of hand any more than it is, it's going to be hard to battle back because Ponderosa plays such good defense.
And they are just closing off the lane.
Yep.
Jensen's she had that one drive a few moments ago, and then she had the 2 points to put Bella Vista in the lead. But the Broncos need a run. They need to get a run going.
They do, absolutely.
Ponderosa, by the way, comes into the game 6-10. They have already had their league opener, losing last Friday to Wood Creek, which is very good. Reading drives to the basket and will draw a foul. And this is going to be on Ortega.
I'm okay with that foul right there. That was a beautiful play that Coach set up coming out of timeout.
Be the 5th team foul on Bella Vista. This would have been free throws anyway. Reading, by the way, is a 51% free throw shooter.
So if she makes this, she's right on her average.
Well, the law of average says she'll make this one. And there's that law of averages, that pesky law of averages.
Along with a pesky man-to-man defense, full court press. This is going to be tough for the Broncos. This is like what you said Coach Masters was talking about. Like, she doesn't want to run Lowe and Sarah into the ground on this game. Like, she needs to kind of spread it out a little bit and get another point guard. Perfect timing bringing in Bridget.
Went over to talk to Carrie Masters today, and I walked by Bridget Nielsen, and she gave me a fist bump.
Nice. Such a positive kid.
There's Givens. Ortega. Ortega's the second leading scorer for Bella Vista at about 6 points per game. Shot blocked right into the hands of Maisie Hess, who draws the foul.
I'm so excited to see Maisie Hess play tonight. I haven't gotten to see her play yet in person, but that's exactly what she does right there. She's right place at the right time.
Missed the entire season last year.
And she's also missed a couple games this year for injury and
yes.
what have you. So like I said, I'm happy to see her. Oh, Bridget Nielsen has the multicolor shoes.
She's got the turquoise ones going. Oh, well, actually, she had the 2 turquoise ones on before the game. And now she switched one
it
of them.
up. She saw Lily Thomas, and she's like, I can do that too.
You know, I think that I think this has become a game for Bella Vista because we talk about it so much. I think it has become a game.
I love the sneakers. And I think Sarah DeMuha got some for Christmas too.
There's Redding's shot. Cora Patterson comes up with the rebound, but there's a foul called.
Was that on Cora? Yeah, see, that's tough because that was really great position there by Cora Patterson. Good call by the official, of course. You could call it both ways, but I feel bad for Cora because she's already got 2.
I'll tell you what, one of the things that Coach Carey would like to see more from her team is them be more physical.
Yes.
And Cora was physical right there. Long rebound comes out to Bridget Nielsen. And we're going to get a foul call. This time it will go against Ponderosa.
Yep. Smart. I mean, that's smart of Coach Masters to be more physical for sure, especially against this pesky Ponderosa team.
That's on Ab Redding. 4th team foul on Ponderosa. Broncos facing that full court press, which they've had trouble with this year, as we know. Givens picks up the dribble. Now here's DeMucha. He's got to get this thing across. Here's Patterson. Inside was looking to get it to Hess, who cut away from the ball. Ponderosa. Nice drive on the part of Nichols. Doesn't get the shot. Bridget Nielsen with the shoes and the rebound.
That was a fantastic rebound by Bridget Nielsen. It's exactly what we need on that
runs
backside.
in. Loose ball. Hess comes up with it. DeMucha, that's her shot. This would be big. Hess the rebound. She's going to get tied up, and it's going to stay at this end.
I'm going to go back to that rebound by Bridget Nielsen. That's exactly, if we can do that better as a group, that backside rebounding, we're going to have a heck of a chance in this game. So that was a great rebound. We needed that.
Patterson. Now Givens has it. Patterson at the low post. Closed off on a double team. Needs some help. Ball deflected away. Going to be 2 shots at the other end of the floor.
Yep, good call, George. Love the holiday games. You get to see alumni around. I saw Audrey Rigpala was in the attendance tonight from last year, so it's good to see her.
Yeah, those that are now in college, it's still a little bit before college starts up again.
True, a couple days. I tell you, these Broncos are lucky the Bruins haven't hit a lot of their free throws. This would be a completely different story.
This is Sarah Piper at the free throw line. She's a 25% free throw shooter.
Smart play, smart call by Coach Masters getting Cora Patterson out of there so she doesn't get a foul here at the end of the quarter.
1 of 2 for Piper. That is her first point of the game. It's a 9-point lead.
She made it. They're gonna adjust this call. It's okay.
Pressure for Ponderosa.
There you go, set another pick. There you go.
That's Bridget Nielsen that set the pick, and that freed up Demucha. Here's Jensen. Jensen at the free throw line, looking for some help. Now she's going to fire up a shot. Long rebound is going to be controlled by Lily Thomas.
Nice adjustment by the Broncos. Perhaps Coach Masters there on the press break. Man-to-man can be tenacious, but all you got to do is set those picks like they're doing right here. And once your ball handler gets the ball, you can just break it that way.
It's a held ball, so possession to Ponderosa. And that was Nora Nichols that was taking the ball to the basket, draws the foul.
I think from Coach Masters' side, perhaps you couldn't see it, but from our angle, that did look like a little bit of a foul. You got a little bit of the hand there.
Sarah Demucha called for the foul.
All right, 8 seconds left. We'll have the opportunity to set another couple picks as we dribble up the court. Look to get open on the other side.
Nichols with 4 points on the night. Broncos are with 8 seconds to go. We'll try and solve this, but Thomas with the steal, and then she steps on the sideline.
4 seconds to go. Let's not throw it towards Lily Thomas.
Givens. Time is running out. There's a shot at the buzzer.
Ooh, that looked pretty good, actually.
From the far side, we couldn't tell, really, but that wasn't a bad look.
No, it wasn't at all.
So that is the end of the first quarter. Bella Vista, after scoring the first 2 points of the game, only manages to get one more.
Hello, everybody. And what an exciting first
And
quarter.
so they're down 13-3 here at the break. 4 points from Nora Nichols to lead the way for the Bruins. And then 3 each for Lily Thomas and Ab Redding, 2 for Katinas, and 1 for Sierra Piper from the free throw line. For Bella Vista, Jensen has 2, Maisie Hess with 1.
And all I'm counting is the offensive rebounds for Ponderosa. I mean, they have 8 that quarter. That's way too many.
George Tharlson, Scott Hackman with you, and they're out-rebounding Bella Vista overall 13-5 in this one. But yes, too many offensive rebounds. That was one of the keys that Coach Masters wanted to see her team work on, is be able to get those defensive rebounds and not allow those second chance
points.
And that's exactly what has been happening here tonight, unfortunately for Bella Vista. So we'll see if maybe that might have been covered in the huddle here as we get this second quarter underway.
Yep.
The possession arrow is favoring Bella Vista, so we will see what the Broncos offense can do to get things started here. They're going to stack everybody right at midcourt. Here's Hess. Hess had trouble controlling the ball. Another turnover for Bella Vista. Bella Vista had 8 turnovers in the first quarter to 6 for Ponderosa, so fairly even there.
Yep. Bridget Nielsen with another tie-up. She was a nice addition to this game. She's come in hot off the bench, really helping on defense and rebounding.
From the baseline left, that one is short. Rebound for Emma Givens.
That's a good rebound.
Just what Bella Vista needed right there. DiMuccia to run the point. Here's Nielsen off the pick. Nielsen to the baseline. Bridget Nielsen. Much needed bucket for Bella Vista.
Huge bucket.
Leah Beck closed off. Ava Jensen deflects that one out of bounds. Carrie Masters was lobbying for possession.
She had the best view of it too. I don't know.
Referee was right there too. Oh, what a nice cut
I like that. That was
by
pretty.
Ab Redding.
So
She's up to 5.
the Broncos are going away from that pick. Like they're setting up to set the pick, but they never set it. So we need to really connect on those picks.
Nielsen on Nichols. Nielsen to the baseline, closed off there. On the baseline. Got some good defense there on the on the baseline to force her to step on the line. And that one goes back over to Ponderosa.
Yeah, Nora Nichols as that senior there, defender, she is tenacious on defense. It's hard to dribble the ball up the court.
Nora Nichols.
Right on cue.
Smallest player on the floor, but I tell you what, she's quite a basketball player. That's a nice cut. Thomas with the steal. Baseline jumper.
All right, we need to take advantage of this here. No,
Piper
we
that
can't,
took that
can't give it
shot.
away.
Loose ball. Goes back to Ponderosa once again. Broncos trying to close off. This is Redding. Long three-point shot. Mercy. Nora Nichols.
All right, take your time, Broncos.
20% three-point shooter is Nora Nichols. Here's another jumper from Nielsen.
Bridget's had a nice second quarter for sure.
She's found her range right there.
It's great to see.
Jensen got a hand on that one. Here's Leah Beck on the putback. Jensen controls that rebound.
Another good rebound.
DiMuccia will push the ball forward. DiMuccia cuts it over to Nielsen. Nielsen with the opening! Sarah DiMuccia with the assist. Nielsen with the bucket. 6 points in the quarter. All 6 points for Nielsen here in the second quarter. Broncos down 11.
And you keep finding ways to get Bridget Nielsen the ball. She's feeling it on offense too.
Good defense by Emma Givens, but then just kind of mauling Ab Redding there at the end.
She was a little out of position there on that
That's
one.
3 fouls on
She had to
Givens.
do. Oh, it is? Oh, goodness.
Jada Bellaberg is coming in. Marissa Plate coming in. Givens and Stites will come out.
Yep.
First action for Jada Bellaberg tonight.
Jada's another defender. I'd probably put her on Nichols if I could.
That's Lily Thomas, her second three-pointer of the game. 14-point lead. Bellaberg glides across the midcourt line. Plate, in and underneath it goes to Jensen! Draws the foul.
That's pretty. There's been a lot of really positive offensive sets here by the Broncos the past few times down the court. That was great off-ball movement by Ava Jensen. She's been doing great on rebounding, but she could pick it up on the offensive side. Just never know. Oh wait, it's our ball. It's our ball.
Yeah. Isn't that,
was
wasn't
one,
that a,
right? Yeah,
that
it's
should
our
have been
ball.
a basket and one there. It should have
then-
been one free throw.
Yeah, then Ab Redding touched it out of bounds. It's probably easier just to give Ava Jensen a reshot on this one.
I'm confused. Okay, so now they're gonna.
Well, I don't know if I would give it to Ponderosa. I would let her shoot it
I
again.
think DiMuccia's down there lobbying.
Yeah, she's like, you can't just give it to Ponderosa, especially after they just knocked it out of bounds. Oh, well.
Well, whatever it is, Ponderosa gets the ball.
Oh, ball
here.
don't lie. Ball don't lie. Right there, we got it back.
Demucha, now she's tied up. Possession arrow's going to favor Bella Vista.
Good job, Sarah. After all that lobbying, Sarah ended up to be rewarded.
Yeah, they just earned it on the court.
Yeah, she's like, we'll just earn it on the court.
Nielsen chases that one down. Ava Jensen, she's fouled before the shot.
Smart by the Broncos. Ponderosa is really physical outside of the three-point line, but when we get the ball down low like that, if they try to be physical, they're going to get the foul every time.
Emma Maxwell called for the foul. That's her second team foul. Here's Jensen. Just a little too hard.
She saw a little bit of a mismatch against Nichols. Nice pass.
Redding, or check that, that's Maxwell. Another offensive rebound. This is Nichols. Nice cut, nice feed to a cutting Thomas. And she draws the foul. Miss free throw, and again a rebound. Broncos triple teaming. Loose ball on the shot. They're going to get a foul called here. Looks like this is going to benefit Bella Vista. That's the third on Maxwell.
Yep. Coach got her out of the ball game pretty quick. Doesn't want to risk getting that fourth.
There's Belleberg. All the way in. Oh, heartbreak. Jensen tries to save it. Belleberg did everything right there and wasn't rewarded for it. Thomas draws the foul.
So that's going to be one of my keys for the second half for the Broncos is just points off of turnovers. After you make a positive play, just take advantage of it. And we haven't done that yet. I'm not sure if we've scored a point off a turnover yet, but we definitely need to focus on that next half.
Foul was called on Bridget Nielsen. That is her first. Love the shoes. Love the shoes from Bridget Nielsen.
Yeah, me too.
The one she's wearing on her right foot, the turquoise one, she's worn that pair before. One of two for Thomas.
No, take your time. Take your time.
Jensen pushes that one. Baseballs the pass over to Patterson. Right back to Jensen.
Nice look by Cora Patterson.
An assist to Cora Patterson. Great passing game right there for Bella Vista.
Love to see it. I love watching Ava Jensen run the court.
Collision underneath.
Good sportsmanship by the Broncos to help her up, too. That was a clean foul, but a hard foul.
Nora Nichols is headed back to the free throw line. It's on Belleberg. That is her first.
It's good to see the coach made that adjustment to put Jada on to Nichols. I think Nichols is a nice perimeter player that Jada can match up well against.
Nichols is a 56% free throw shooter. Looks like we're going to get a timeout called. That's the third timeout called by Bella Vista.
Yep.
Coach Masters is just trying to get the group together.
Yep. I think she saw something there in the press that she's anticipating. After, say, Ortega makes this, or Nichols, I'm sorry, makes this free throw. She wants them to be prepared for this press break. I remember this last year too. I know that Ponderosa, they scored really well last year. They've lost a little bit of that scoring punch. I think they scored plus 72 points a game against us last year. We played them 3 times. So if we keep them under 50 this game, it's going to look good for the Broncos.
I want to remind you that tomorrow night, the boys will have their first league home game. They lost to Ponderosa last night in the league opener up in Shingle Springs, but boys action tomorrow night, January 8th, against Rio Americano. So we'll be on the air at 7:20 for a 7:30 tip-off. Bella Vista boys basketball tomorrow night here on BV Live Sports.
I'm not telling Rio anything they don't already know, but that Cale Bird is a heck of a basketball player.
Isn't he, though?
I think he had 24 and 14 last night. What a player. I'm rooting for him.
It's Ab Redding with her first free throw of the second quarter. She's a 51% free throw shooter. And she misses, she's staying right on average right there. Good save there by Bridget Nielsen.
Bridget's everywhere tonight. She's playing great.
Emma Judy is now into the game, number 00. Ortega tight ropes the sideline, works her way back around. Here's Belleberg. Loose ball on the ground. Ponderosa controls Belleberg. Was hoping maybe she deflected it off of Redding, but that didn't work out, so. Ponderosa with possession. Redding, here's Judy, she'll launch a three. Jensen the rebound.
Looks like we switched up into more of a man-to-man defense, which I think that might work pretty well against this Ponderosa team.
Well, we'll see. Here's Belleberg's jumper. Long rebound. Patinos is the one that comes up with it. Here's Judy. Now back to Redding. Redding is running the point right now. There's a cutting. Cutting was Montoya, who then kicks it over to Judy for her first 2 points of the game.
She's been waiting for that ever since she got in. That must be her game.
Patterson on the baseline. And a tie-up. This will favor Ponderosa.
Great look by Lowe right there. That's a in-transition pass across the court. Like, that's incredible.
It's kind of fun when I watch this end of the court, watching our producer, Carson Allen, who's working with us tonight. He's worked as a referee, and so he's here as he's doing his job, and when the calls are made, he's making the signals.
Creature habit. Hey, when you're good at something, just always do it, right?
Exactly. It also helps me if I'm not exactly sure what's going on if he makes
true.
that call. You know,
he doesn't miss anything, does he?
No, not at all. There's a jumper from Ava Jensen. Carson Allen is producing. JT Stewart is on the camera tonight. That's our crew, along with Scott and myself. Glad you could join us for our first broadcast of 2026.
The hardest working camera and production crew in the business.
Absolutely. Patterson the rebound. They do a fantastic job.
Yes, they do.
I
So do you,
gotta
George.
give my guys props. So Mullen Ross with the rebound. That doesn't go. Jensen gets it. She puts it up and in and gets the foul. Or draws the foul, I should say.
It's huge. Huge play. And that all started with Lowe, breaking the press. She sat down a couple minutes, Lowe did, this game. And I think that really helped her recalibrate how she wanted to play tonight. And it showed. She comes in and really leads our team well.
So 6 points in this quarter, 8 overall for Ava Jensen. And the basket in one.
It's good to see her scoring pick up a little bit this quarter. It's going to be a good game.
A minute to go before halftime. Maybe Jensen can get to double figures before we head into the locker room. And comes up with a steal there. She's good at that, too.
Here's what I was talking about. After a turnover, take your time.
Patterson finds Ortega, goes off her feet, and then a foul. Ortega tried to work her way around and tie that one up, but it didn't work out.
We get so excited, don't we? We just really get excited after those turnovers. And, one thing that we can maybe talk about at halftime is just calming down a little bit and taking advantage every time you get a turnover. Points off of turnovers is critical in this game.
Looks like they're calling that on Nolan Ross, so that'll be her first. Tell you what, we've got 3 more years of watching Lily Thomas come in here. And,
yeah, she's incredible. It's fun watching her play.
This is going to be fun watching her career.
She may even be, just as good as her sister, perhaps, which is a huge compliment.
Can you imagine what those backyard battles are like on the basketball hoop?
Absolutely.
Pass deflected away, stays with Bella Vista. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Broncos with a lot of wood to chop here. Patterson draws the foul. That'll be the 15th foul on Ponderosa. Sadella Robinson gets called for the foul. She is into the game, number 11.
Good to see the cheerleaders here. I know every basketball player gets pumped up when you have a crew like that cheering for you. So props to the Bella Vista cheerleading squad.
1 of 2 for Patterson. 36 seconds to go before halftime.
It's beautiful.
You know, they move so well away from the ball.
Yep, you're right.
That's Leah Beck's first points of the game. Here's Nielsen across the midcourt line. We've got 2 more years after this year of watching Bridget Nielsen develop. She was a varsity player as a freshman last year.
Yep, absolutely. Nice little press break she did right there. Left.
Wide open on the baseline. Mullen Ross comes in at the last minute, and it looks like she's going to draw a foul. That'll be her second.
Yeah, Sadella Robinson kind of snuck on the backside of that press there. We lost track of her a little bit.
Another offensive rebound. And a hoop and a foul. That's Ab Redding.
You know, this quarter started off really positively, and now, you know, you look up at the scoreboard and Ponderosa's already on track to make it to 72, just like I said they had last year 3 times against us. So it's just a quiet 37 so far.
Jensen the rebound, 7 seconds to go. Here's Ortega, now Nielsen. Nielsen at the free throw line. She gets another one. 8 points in the second quarter for Bridget Nielsen. Emma Givens had 7 of her own. The Broncos finished with 19 points total. 16 points in the quarter, which is far better than the 3 they got in the first quarter. So a better
really
quarter
perfect
for them. Unfortunately for the Broncos, they also give up 24.
24 in that quarter.
And for a total of 37 there for the Ponderosa Bruins. So we are at halftime. That's Scott Hackman. I'm George Tharlson. Happy to have you along. Again, it looks like some of the same stories are continuing.
Yep.
And you know, Ponderosa, this is a good basketball team. They may only be 6-10 on the year.
No, yeah,
they lost to a really good Wood Creek team last Friday.
It's true.
And we're going to see Wood Creek next Friday, and so that's not going to be an easy one either.
No, you're right.
So,
yeah, there's no surprise here on this Ponderosa team. I mean, 27-6 last year. We knew they're always a good basketball squad. I mean, you know what they're going to do. They're going to cut off the ball. They're going to get a lot of good give and goes. So my second half strategy, look at take advantage of those plays when we get a turnover and actually take advantage after we play such good D. Cleaner picks. We're trying to set a lot of screens, but they're not really that clean and they're not connecting at the hip. So we need to work on that. And then also Watch Ponderosa's give and go, man. They've been dicing this up because of that. But there's a lot of really positives from that second quarter. We scored a lot of buckets, and we just need to tighten it up on the defensive end a little bit. But that second quarter was better than the first.
Ava Jensen, of course, is being Ava Jensen. But on top of that, Bridget Nielsen has been very impressive. She had quite a second quarter, 8 points total for her in that game, in that quarter. So she's, in fact, Nielsen 4 of 4 from the floor.
That's incredible. I mean, and also it's more than that. Like, she definitely was scoring, but she was also getting steals. She was getting, I really thought she worked the side of that 1-3-1 defense really well and got the backside rebounds. She probably got a couple rebounds too. I don't know, but more than just the scoring for Bridget Nielsen. What a quarter.
Two defensive rebounds. Ava Jensen, by the way, 7 rebounds total. Broncos with 17 rebounds to 19 for Ponderosa. So it's fairly even, but the big discrepancy is on the offensive rebounds. Ponderosa still getting way too many of those.
Way too many. I mean, they had 8 the first quarter and 3 the second, so better. But you know, as a half goes, that's way too many offensive rebounds to give up. Especially, you know, Bella Vista switched to man defense, and that really helped us on our rebounding. We did a little better after we made that switch. But what do you think? Shut down Nora Nichols, shut down Lily Thomas, and contain Ab Redding, and we got a game.
And one of the things is with Ponderosa is they move very well off the ball. And so
give and go.
And so what they're able to do is they're able to sneak some people free,
just
because they move so quickly.
They do.
And so you got to be ready for that, and you got to be watching for that so that maybe somebody else can step in, cut somebody off.
Absolutely. It's tiring though.
And it can be.
You know what I mean? On a defense, when they move that much, that is tiring to stay locked in on defense for, what is it? What's the shot clock? 35 seconds?
30.
Yeah, 30. Staying locked in for 30 seconds. That's hard to do. I mean, I could barely stay locked in for 3 seconds, let alone 30. So, I mean, kudos to these girls. I think they're going to come out in this third quarter. The last third quarter we saw, it wasn't very good, was it? That was the one where they didn't score, right?
Well,
it was
that
at
was
the
second quarter.
Sorry, apologies. So yeah, third quarter, I think they're going to come out at halftime and they're going to be fired up. Get the ball to Bridget, let her shoot some threes. She's going to just, I mean, she's going to get 24 points tonight.
And what we saw in that West Park game is after being shut out in the second quarter, Bella Vista's defense really clamped down in the third quarter.
Right.
West Park did not score a lot. Unfortunately, Bella Vista didn't score either. So if they can clamp down on Ponderosa and do the same, and then follow it up with points. And again, Bridget Nielsen, hey, if she goes for 24, if she matches that number her jersey, that could be that could be big, because we know Ava's going to do her thing as well.
Yep.
And so Ava Jensen, by the way, leads the way with 9 points for Bella Vista,
job,
8
Ava.
for Bridget Nielsen, and then 1 each for Cora Patterson and Maisie Hess. For Ponderosa, much more balanced scoring. 11 points for Lily Thomas, the freshman, leading the way. Nora Nichols has 10. 8 points for Ab Redding, and then 2 for Avery Cotinas, 2 for Emma Judy, 2 for Leah Beck, and 1 for Sierra Piper. And this is not an easy league that Bella Vista is in.
Impossible.
Next week, 2 really, really tough games. They're both at home for the Broncos. We'll check their schedule to see what maybe they've got going on later on this week. But next week at home, in fact, our next girls broadcast is a week from tonight, where the Christian Brothers Falcons come calling.
Speaking of good teams.
Yes, a very good team. Coach Masters was saying that to get to the playoffs, you really need to finish third or better in league.
Yeah.
And there's Wood Creek, there's Christian Brothers, there's that school that begins with I. You know, they're pretty good, I hear.
Yeah, they're always incredible.
And then there's Ponderosa is looking pretty good tonight too. So it's a tall task, but Bella Vista, they can't afford to have games like this. They need to kind of eliminate the mistakes.
Eliminate the mistakes, yep. You know, one step at a time, my friend. Like, one quarter at a time is what these Broncos need to do to get back into this season. And I'm sure that's what Coach Masters, she's talking big picture for sure. But she's also talking, let's just win this quarter. Let's get by and just win this quarter. then you win the next one, and then the next one, and then all of a sudden you build yourself a little bit of a winning streak. But where does it start? It starts on defense. You got to stop Ponderosa. We can't let them score over 70 points this game. And then once we get a defensive stop, you got to take your time. The clock is your friend. You don't need to rush it. Take your time and score.
Ponderosa's back out on the floor warming up. Bella Vista has not come out of the locker room yet. And maybe that's normal for their halftime. We still have 3.5 minutes to go before the second half begins. But obviously, I would think that Coach Masters has a lot of points that she wants to make. She was saying in my chat with her before the game, and what she's also told the players is it all starts for real tonight with league, because it's where you place in league that gets you that playoffs. Where we're conversing about that third place. So you can't let you gotta win as many as you can, knowing that you have a lot of tough opponents in the Capital Valley Conference.
Absolutely. That's all they look at when they look at playoffs. You know, the preseason is the preseason. Coach Masters scheduled a really challenging preseason on purpose to make us ready for these games that we're playing tonight. It might work, you know, it might happen this third quarter. But yeah, league is most important. We're in a tough league. I mean, CVC is incredible. It has been forever, you know, ever since back in the day. It's always been incredible. But it's a challenge for Bella Vista, but I think they're up for it. I think every Bronco's up for a challenge.
Well, and they're not shying away. They're not shying
No.
away from the challenge.
No.
And, you know, that strength of schedule, in the event there is a tie in the standings,
Right.
strength
True.
of schedule is one of the tiebreakers.
Yep.
And so that it could help them in that respect as well. So we'll see where that goes. Just taking a quick look at the schedule. The Broncos on Friday night will be at Rio Americano. The boys team, of course, will be here tomorrow to take on Stuart Cussler's boys team. And in fact, there it is. We'll be on the air tomorrow with that game between Bella Vista and the Raiders of Rio Americano. So looking forward to that. Then the Lady Broncos will head to Carmichael to take on Rio Americano on the 9th, and then gets real next week on the 12th, as they will take on Inderkum on Monday, the 12th, and then Christian Brothers here, and then Wood Creek on Friday. So that's
a gauntlet.
That
right
is
there.
going to be a very, very, very challenging week for Bella Vista. 3 games during the week. 2 of them are home at least.
Right, that's good.
But we're looking forward to
some home
obviously
cooking.
see the St. Christian Brothers, seeing Wood Creek. We will see Inderkum later on this year when they come calling here at Bella Vista. But yes, that's a challenging week next week for the Broncos that will head us into. They'll play 3 games and then head into a holiday weekend at least. So
Nice. Yeah, good.
So they'll have that. Little break there. So
Man, the season's gone by fast.
well,
hasn't it?
and if you
16
recall,
games already.
once league starts, then it's like a sprint to the finish.
Right,
Well,
for
here we
sure.
are with 20 seconds to go before halftime, and the Broncos are just now coming out of the locker room and ready to go here. So, I think it was kind of a lengthy halftime discussion there.
Looks like we're going back to our original starters for the ball game too.
Sarah DeMuch is in there instead of Ortega.
Oh, that's true. But the other 4,
But
right?
other than that, the other 4 are the same.
And I don't see Ortega on the bench either. Do you?
No, I don't. Is she
I
hurt?
guess they're slowly coming back from the locker room, perhaps.
Well, you wonder if maybe there might be
Let's hope
an
not.
injury.
Yeah, let's
Hope not.
Right. Lowe had a heck of a first half there. Like I said, she settled in nicely in the second quarter. But let's see what this squad has to bring.
Ponderosa to begin the second half with possession, and they have an 18-point lead.
It's not insurmountable. We need to start one play at a time.
There's Leah Beck. Offensive rebound, deflected out, hustling to the ball is Sarah DeMucha. She draws
Here we go.
possession.
That's one stop, right? One stop at a time.
Jensen and Ross playing catch, and now Sarah DiMuccia will run the point. Ortega's now on the bench. Looks like maybe a couple people were late getting out. Turnaround jumper from Macy Lee, and that will go over to Ponderosa.
It's all right. They at least slowed it down a little bit, didn't they? They got a good shot. That's what we're looking for. It was a good shot by Macy Lee.
Checking to see if the defense will clamp down. Leah Beck is open there. Kylie Mullen-Ross with some defense. I think distracted her a little bit, if not getting her hand on the ball. Macy Lee from the free throw line. Mullen-Ross the rebound. Mullen-Ross the rebound again.
Kick it out and set it up.
Offensive rebound for Bella Vista. A couple of them right there. Much needed. Jensen drives in.
See,
Jensen
that's perfect,
double figures.
George. I think that's maybe what Coach Masters talked about, just like setting it up and taking your time. It's beautiful so far. Another stop. Now we slow it down and set it up.
That is the third rebound in less than 2 minutes for Kylie Mullen-Ross. And some good defense, too, forcing a missed shot a few moments ago. DiMuccia to the baseline.
I've seen a difference here, George, in this Bella Vista squad. I mean, like I said, they come out, they're poised, they're executing. And of course, Mullen-Ross is getting all the rebounds, which helps a lot, too.
That's the second foul on Nora Nichols. There's a jumper. Jensen with the rebound, draws the foul. We like to say she earns herself a one-way ticket to the free throw line.
Boy, did she ever. You know, did you see that backside, like how she was running off the ball like that? I never question Ava Jensen's effort. She always does that. She's always moving off the ball.
Jensen now up to 12 points. Big news here. That is the fourth foul on Emma Maxwell,
Yep,
the
that's
leading
huge.
rebounder.
You're right. Good call, George.
So she is on her way to the bench. Katinas is back in
Keep chipping away
and
at
makes
this
her
lead.
presence felt right away to get that rebound. That's going to stay with Ponderosa. So Bridget Nielsen was an offensive spark for Bella Vista in the second quarter. Cora Patterson has been a rebounding spark and defensive spark for Bella Vista here to start the third quarter. I'm sorry, Kylie Mullen-Ross.
No,
And just as I misidentified Cora Patterson, she comes into the
she
game.
comes in. She's like, I heard you, George. I got to say, this officiating crew is working really hard, too. They're in the right spot.
Three-point shot in and out. That's the tough luck shot. Tie up there between Thomas and
Mullen-Ross.
Mullen-Ross, and that will go over to it'll go over to Ponderosa.
You know, Mullen-Ross is averaging about 3 rebounds a game. She just got 3 this quarter.
Indeed. We'll
Keep
stay
it up.
with Ponderosa. Way out in front to Nichols.
Oh,
Quick double team. There's going to be a foul called. They are calling those tight.
they are, but I think it should be BV's ball. I don't know how Pondo got it back twice. I think they threw it off the backboard once, and I don't know. This is the third time they've taken it out of bounds.
Back.
Oh, she traveled.
Step around move. She draws the foul. A lot of foot shuffling there, but it may be as a result of the foul.
Maybe on that backside, officials had a better look at it than I did, maybe.
Marissa Plate called for the foul. That's her second.
Carson, our honorary official, definitely called it right.
Leah Beck averaging about 6 points per game. Is at 3 right now.
Great rebound by Cora Patterson.
And again, the quickness from Ponderosa on display, although Bella Vista keeps possession here. Just a routine pass deflected out of bounds and forces another inbounds pass. DiMuccia off the screen from Jensen, there is a foul of 3 seconds.
What? Now that was a good screen right there. I mean, Ponderosa players will start calling that out a little bit more, and it won't be so physical like that, but that was a good pick.
Redding. Now here's Thomas. That one's off. DiMuccia the rebound.
Nice rebound, Sarah.
And, you know, smart move by Sarah
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Not to stand up with the ball because she
That's
would
it.
have been called for a travel. Offensive foul called against Bella Vista. That on Ava?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the second on Ava Jensen. 13 foul against Bella Vista. Wide open left side, Leah Beck. The junior, we will see her again next year.
What do you think Coach wants to talk about? Maybe a little bit about the screen placements. Like I said, it's good that they're trying to set screens a little bit more, but we have to execute them. We have to be smart with them. We can't have our feet be moving.
So that is the 4th timeout called by Bella Vista this game. They have 1 left, and we're at 5:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. So we'll see if that becomes an issue. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here. Bella Vista's turned the ball over 17 times. Ponderosa had a lot of turnovers earlier, but right now they are at 8. Bella Vista out-rebounding Ponderosa 26-21. And they're doing a little bit better job defensively as well. We're not seeing as many offensive rebounds by Ponderosa.
For sure. Yeah, that was the key to it looks like the 2nd and 3rd quarter, Bella Vista's really focused in on that offensive rebound. So that makes me happy. I thought it was going to get out of hand when they had 8 offensive rebounds that 1st quarter. But Bella Vista's made some adjustments and done a heck of a job 2nd and 3rd. Now I hope I didn't jinx them, but 2nd and 3rd they've rebounded well.
Want to remind you can follow us on Facebook. Check us out, facebook.com/BBLiveSports, or take your phone and scan that QR code that's right there on the screen. I tested that yesterday just
Did it
for
work?
the heck of it, and it still works.
It didn't
So
take it to my Venmo account where you
No,
could
it did
send me
not
money?
take it to your Venmo account.
Dang it. I thought I set that up. That's good. I'm glad it works.
You thought you messed that up.
So what does it do? It takes you to Facebook, and then
Yes.
you can subscribe or whatever to the channel? Awesome,
indeed.
man. That's cool.
Indeed. Double dribble called on Ava Jensen.
She found herself a little too high there on the key, too close to the elbow. What are we doing now? We're in a man-to-man press. Nice. Good to see him pressing a little bit.
And a foul on Sarah DiMuccia. That's
She
gonna be
knows
her
it, too.
3rd. Yeah, you
She's
can
got
see her just stop and start hopping up in the air.
Yep, she got her hand caught in the cookie jar there, but she'll make some adjustments. That won't happen again.
I like that reference. It reminds me, growing up in Seattle, of
Yeah.
the original broadcaster for the Sonics, Bob Blackburn, God rest his soul. He would say that a lot.
Woody?
Got the
Nice.
hand caught in the cookie jar.
Oh, nice steal.
Some good defense there by DiMuccia and Ava Jensen.
Just makes me hungry. That's all I think about. Okay, good pick.
DiMuccia off
See,
the
there you
screen
go.
from Jensen. Bridget Nielsen saves that pass. Her
Oh,
runner
yeah.
is good.
She is a guaranteed.
5 for 5 from the floor tonight. Bridget Nielsen with 10.
She's a guaranteed bucket, George. You got to get her the ball.
Cora Patterson with the deflection. Long pass. They tried to get it to Nielsen, and then Nielsen reaches in to tie it up, and it'll be Bella Vista ball.
Wow, what a sequence there. But that's what I said right there. You get a steal, you got to slow it down.
Maybe, just maybe, Bridget Nielsen's going to be up here tonight.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to her. I'm going to be like, what does it feel like to be in the zone and just make all of your buckets?
It was the fist bump she gave me at the.
It was,
this time.
and the double shoes. I think
And
she's
the
wearing
shoes.
double shoes forever.
Well, if we talk to her tonight, we got to ask her about the shoes. Jensen goes to the ground. There's going to be a foul called against Ponderosa.
Yeah, when Bridget Nielsen's playing starting point guard for the Iowa Hawkeyes, she's going to be wearing double pink shoes. Hit it.
Okay, I think they started too early there. Okay, so they were supposed to bring in a substitution on that
Oh,
break.
I see. Yep. Good call, George.
And they even sounded the substitution buzzer. That's Sierra Piper coming back in. Ab Redding will have a seat on the bench. Redding has 3 fouls.
She's a bucket.
Oh, my goodness.
She's a bucket.
12 points tonight for Bridget Nielsen. Just having an incredible game. That's a deflection off of Ava Jensen, then goes off Ponderosa.
Good call
Turnover for Bella Vista.
Good
Forced
call by
by
the
Bella
official.
Vista, I should say.
Yeah, that was a tough play, but really good call by the official.
11th turnover of the game for Ponderosa. The Broncos down 14 with 4:09 to go.
What would you do right here, George? And there's literally only one answer. It's get the ball to Bridget Nielsen.
Here's Demucha. Demucha has a path to the basket. Jensen's there for the rebound. It doesn't go. 2 opportunities for Bella Vista. Heartbreaking right there. And now Katinas is open for a 3-point shot. That rims out. Bella Burke hustles to get the ball. Bella Burke
hustle.
1-on-3. Waits for everybody to get there. And then led Ava Jensen a little too far. Ponderosa back the other way. 3.5 to go. Huge collision. Patterson winds up on the ground.
Good call. Wow, good call. Oh, but she's injured.
We've got
there,
an injured player. Looks like she's going to get up. Is that that's Thomas?
That'd be a huge loss for Pondo. I'm glad to see her get up. That's great.
Just take your time. Substitutions coming in.
Great effort by both Lily and Jada. They're just a physical play. I'm really glad to see both girls got up on that one.
That's the first personal foul on Lily Thomas. 3.5 to go. Broncos down 14. Bella Burke. That one's too far. Nielsen the rebound. Broncos getting the offensive boards. Demucha trying to run some interference.
Let's travel.
Katinas walks with it. They going to call a foul?
Yeah, looks like it a little bit. Cora Patterson was not happy about that one.
Yeah, it sure looked like she shuffled the feet before
she
any
did.
contact.
Before any contact, right? All right,
That's
so
the 15th foul.
those
Second on Nielsen, by the way.
So 14 points. Keep it to 15 here after this. We can get it back within 12. See how that math I did there, George? Was
Very
that
good.
incredible?
Katinas is a 31% free throw shooter. Gets them both there. You know, Bella Vista has not gone to the free throw line very much.
It's true.
They are 4 of 8 tonight from the free throw line.
All right, let's run Bridget Nielsen off a baseline screen here to get her open in the corner.
Here's Demucha. Here's Ortega. Ortega will take a shot. The top of the glass. Reading the rebound. She felt the pressure and knew exactly when to stop the dribble. We're going to see Ab Redding again next year. We'll see. We won't see Nora Nichols.
No,
She's a
she'll
senior.
be missed
She's one of
for
3
sure.
seniors on this team, 2 of whom are playing tonight. Here's Katinas. Katinas finds an opening. Ball deflected. Shot no good. Cora
Slow it
Patterson
down.
the
Slow it
rebound.
down. Slow
Here's
it down.
Bella Burke. Bella Burke
No.
closed off. Now she gets open. Patterson gets a hand on the rebound. Montoya controls. Now immediately being hounded on the baseline. Redding is right there to take the pass. So again, the Broncos have had some opportunities to cut this lead further, and they haven't been able to take advantage of them. Going to get a 30-second timeout called here by Coach Brianna Rizzo. Very nice conversation that I was able to have with Coach Rizzo before the game, and I want to, again, every time I go bug these coaches, you've come with me a few times.
Yeah.
It's great that they make the time
It
to
is.
talk to us, because we want to know more about the teams that come here to play Bella Vista and where they're going with and their thoughts on their season.
Absolutely, yeah. There's 2 teams on the court, right? And it's fun to cover both and just learn about what our opponents have to offer. And as you mentioned, I mean, they're pretty young. Pondo is, but Montoya as a senior and Nora Nichols. I mean, they're both going to be missed next year. Montoya is a leader. It looked like in the handshake lines at warm-up, so she's just a spark to rally the team. So they'll be missed next year.
And Nora Nichols really impressed with her.
For sure.
All right, so 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go. So we are winding down the third quarter. Broncos down 16. Good defense by Bridget Nielsen to force that miss. Maisie Hess the rebound.
Smart work by Lowe, slowing the ball down, set up the offense.
Yamucha getting a rest right now. Well, Ortega's in at point guard. Here's Nielsen. Nielsen missed. That's her first miss of the night.
Quick was deflected a little bit. Nice pump fake, though, to set up that shot.
Open three-point shot. That's Montoya. Maisie Hess another rebound.
Really good rebound by Maisie Hess. Right place at the right time
She's
and strong
had a few
hands.
tonight. There's a jumper from the outside that doesn't go. And now here's Redding weaving her way through. Beck closed off at the free throw line. Looking for some help. Nichols. Ball deflected away, right into the hands of Emma Givens. And the ball goes across midcourt.
Great work by Eva Givens there to get the ball, but got a little loose on the dribble there. And a bad spot, right? You don't really want to get loose on the dribble there at the half-court line. But good effort to get the ball in the initial steal.
Broncos running that defense now from the outside. Three-point shot. Long rebound's going to go out of bounds and over to Bella Vista. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. 12-point lead.
Every little bit counts there.
sorry.
Ortega had the box out outside of the three-point line, and that helped to where her opponent couldn't get to it. So that was a great box out.
Why I said 12, I don't know. 16-point lead. Here's Givens. Now Patterson, 20 seconds. Patterson to the baseline. The runner does not go, but Patterson will head back to the free throw line. She's 1 of 2 tonight.
Nice move by Cora there. Maybe this will kind of get her in the groove on the offensive end.
44% free throw shooter.
Nice shot. It's good form.
But this one, it cuts the lead back down to 14. 17 seconds to go. 2 free throws there. So it was 14-point lead, defensive stop and a quick bucket, and maybe get some momentum here going into the fourth. Looks like Ponderosa is going to play for the last shot. 8 seconds to go. Here's Nichols. She'll launch. A three comes up short. Patterson the rebound. Here's Ortega. Is she going to launch it? Nope.
Really good rebound there by Cora Patterson. We needed that. That would have been terrible to give up an offensive rebound right there, but not in Cora Patterson's house.
So we are at the end of the third quarter. It is 42-28. Broncos with just 9 points in that quarter.
But it was +4, right? As a squad, they won that quarter, didn't they?
They did. They only allowed 5 points.
Right.
This is much like that quarter by against West Park, that third quarter.
Yeah.
Again, they shut them down, but they just couldn't do it offensively. They couldn't get it done offensively.
Right.
To really cut into that lead. So
For sure, yeah. I mean, and again, even if they got a little raffle going, I think that's for like $100 and all sorts of stuff.
It's
That's
a
amazing.
$100 gift basket from. I don't know if you guys want to take a close-up on that at the scorer's table.
What's it from?
From Starbucks.
Ooh,
It's a
I hear you.
$100 gift basket from Starbucks.
Look at that guy. He's a lucky guy right there. Big smiles. You know, I don't even care. I don't even care if they don't get back to within those 14 points. You know, getting a +14 quarter is going to be tough. That's not what we're looking for right now. Right now, we're looking for winning this fourth quarter. If we win the third and fourth quarters of this game, that's a win as a whole.
All right, fourth quarter is underway. Broncos down 14. One possession at a time.
Yep, you're right, George. You know, they pass the ball really well without even dribbling.
Try the give and go. Cora Patterson stepped in front of that and disrupted it, but Ponderosa keeps possession, and I think they're going to keep it there too.
And I also think the shot clock's a little off. I think they reset it, but there was no shot. May not matter, but we'll see. It may matter. Nope.
Now Ponderosa turns the ball over.
All right.
That is their 14th turnover of the game.
Let's get a bucket here, ladies. Let's take
That's
advantage
exactly
of that turnover.
it. Score, defensive stop, score.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Sounds so easy, doesn't it?
It does.
Here's
don't,
Nielsen.
Don't dribble at Lily Thomas or Ab Redding either.
Givens. Emma Givens. Much to the approval of Scott Hackman.
Excellent start by Emma Givens right there.
Lead is 12. Broncos need another
chipping
defensive
away.
stop here.
Keep chipping away.
Nichols. Good defense on the double team. Loose ball. Who's going to get to it? Quick to the ball. First to the ball was Ponderosa, but Bridget
Slow
Nielsen comes up with it now.
Slow down.
Nielsen pushing her way forward, all the way in, tries to draw the foul. We get a whistle and a timeout called by Ponderosa.
Okay.
I think Bridget Nielsen felt the pressure.
I think so
was
too.
trying to put up that shot and draw the foul and go to the free throw line. But
Yep,
just kind
I
of
mean,
off
that's, you know,
balance,
in
and the
concept-
official did not give it to her.
Nope. In concept, good idea. I think if we were to ask her if she could have that one back, she might say that she did. But, you know, in the heat of the moment like that, it felt like a good play. But most importantly, they got the stop. They've gotten 2 stops in a row. Let's get a third right here.
So a reminder, we have the boys game tomorrow night right here at Bella Vista. They'll be taking on Rio Americano. The boys opened up play last night in the Capital Valley Conference at Ponderosa. Ponderosa coming away with the victory in that one. But now we get to see Stuart Kussler's team that nearly won the Oakdale tournament.
Yes, they did. That was incredible.
They
Got a
they
little
took
overnight
second
travel.
Place.
Yeah.
Yeah, took second place in that tournament.
I was proud
and
of them.
Played a very, very tough championship game. Here's Katinas closed off on a double team. Now she's free. Over to the right side. Jumper from Robinson does not go. Broncos with the rebound. Down 12.
Nice rebound by Maisie Hess. Good pick.
Here's Nielsen. Now Givens scored just a few moments ago. Another runner for Emma Givens. She's got 4.
Perfect
the lead
timing.
is 10.
Don't you love basketball, George? It's a game of runs.
Nichols. Here's Redding. Redding closed off on a double team. Patterson gets her hand in there.
She traveled.
Runner, that's going to go in for Leah Beck, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Unlucky. They were anyway. It's a good call, but unlucky.
Beck with 7 points. Those are the first points of the game. And that is going to be the 4th on Cora Patterson. So Cora will come out of the game.
Is that the 5th? 4th.
It's his
okay.
4 on, shows it as 4.
Oh, she's number 5.
Beck with the basket in 1. She's up to 8 points.
All right, reset.
Lily Thomas was held scoreless in that third quarter, as was Nora Nichols. They're still the 2 leading scorers for the Bruins. Here's Ortega from the baseline. First
Incredible.
2 points of the game from Lila Ortega. The lead is 11. Broncos need to step it up on the defense. There's the runner.
Shoot.
Redding the rebound. Putback doesn't go. Jensen with the rebound. Nielsen weaves her way through traffic. Givens will drive in. That one's a little too hard. Givens tries to get the rebound. There's a fight for it on the ground. Ponderosa comes up with it.
Smart play by Lily Thomas there. She senses the momentum.
Jensen, I think she's got 12 rebounds tonight. It's another
That's
double-double for Ava Jensen.
Wonderful. It's above her average, too. So she's leading the conference in rebounds at like 11.7. So her average will stay strong.
Bridget Nielsen coming out for a little bit of a breather. They're going to need her down the stretch.
Yeah, they are.
Especially if the Broncos can force a turnover and cut this lead to single digits.
Maybe bring her back in at like 3:30.
Here's Katinas drives in, draws the foul.
Yeah, if we bring Bridget back in at about 3:30, she'll be able to just catch her breath a little bit and maybe hit a three. At some point, Sarah's going to need to start shooting some threes too.
Nielsen
But
also was just called for her third foul too. Katinas made 2 free throws just a few minutes ago. And that second one dances in for her. Substitution now for Ponderosa. Thomas will come out. Piper is back in. 4:24 to go. Lead is back to 13. Ortega. Gibbons will drive in.
she had an opening there too. It was a good shot, but
Reading the rebound.
just didn't make it.
Oh, wide open, cutting to the basket. That's Leah Beck. Beck is up to 10 points. Third different player in double digits for Ponderosa. Ortega across midcourt. DeMucha and Ortega in at the same time now. Ball goes out of bounds on the sideline. We'll stay with Bella Vista. Gibbons. Say ball. Loose ball goes over to Ponderosa.
Unlucky. The Broncos had the play set up that they wanted there to get Emma Gibbons on the right side 1v1, but
And Emma was saying that her wrist was grabbed.
yep.
There's Nichols. All the way in. Scoop to the hoop. Gibbons, or check that, Jensen the rebound. Stites back in. Tried to get it to DeMucha. Another takeaway. And another foul call. This will be on DeMucha. That's her fourth. And the fourth team foul against Bella Vista. So it'll be free throws the rest of the way on common fouls for Ponderosa. 15-point lead. Broncos had it as close as 11.
Yep, that was pretty exciting. Oh, nice work by Sarah DeMucha. Unlucky.
And that will be her fifth.
It's all right. I mean, it definitely was a foul because she reached, behind the leg there. But, she left it all out on the court on this game. Her effort was impeccable tonight. So.
And you may have heard the buzzer in the background several times. They're trying to get the officials' attention.
Yep.
Let them know that is foul number 5 on Sarah DeMucha. So she's off to the bench, and she will have to spend the rest of the game as a spectator. And Nora Nichols makes a free throw. That's her first point of the second half.
With Bridget Nielsen back in the ball game for Sarah DeMucha, it's opportunity for Bridget to score a couple more.
Rebound is controlled by Nichols after she missed the free throw. Redding. And that'll be a turnover to Bella Vista. 3 minutes to go. Looking at the foul situation, Cora Patterson has 4. Jensen has 2. Nielsen has 3 for Bella Vista. Here's Ortega. Elise Stites thought about it. She's not afraid to take the three. Runs that one in. Jensen the rebound. That one goes too hard. Givens the rebound. And we'll head to the free throw line.
Nice positioning there by Emma Givens on the backside rebound. A little taller than her opponent, so she kept the ball up really high.
Avery Katinas called for the foul. That is her first personal.
It's a nice change in Emma's game. Maybe last year, maybe the year before, she would have brought that ball down, tried to get composure that way. But this time she kept the ball straight up high, as high as she could in the air. That's just all.
Oh, I tell you what, Gibbons winds up with it, winds up on the floor. What hustle by Ava Jensen as well. Gibbons missing the 2 free throws there, and is going to stay with Bella Vista.
I mean, those 3 girls right there, Ab Riding, Ava Jensen, Emma Givens are like the hardest workers in the conference
Vega's
right there.
shot does
Battling
not
for the
go.
ball.
Ponderosa with possession. 2.5 to go. Judy back into the game.
She's the sniper, right? You got to watch her in the corner. Ooh, got lucky
Nichols
there.
dribbles that one right off her foot.
Good defense, Broncos.
So 2:16 to go. Broncos down 16. See what they can do here. You need to make 8 shots and hold them scoreless. It's off the hands of Judy. It will stay with Bella Vista. Jensen, shot blocked. Jensen didn't really have the time to set up for that shot.
She didn't. No.
Here's Katina's baseline jumper. Redding the putback. She's up to 10 tonight.
That might be the nail in the coffin, George.
Well, that brings it up to an 18-point lead. Stites. Givens. Jensen a 3-point shot.
Oh, she wanted
She
that
hasn't
one.
made one this year. And now there should be a held ball, and that will stay with Bella Vista. Ava Jensen is now 0 for 8 from three-point land
This year?
this year.
Oh, wow. That one was a deep one, too. That was like a WNBA 3 right there.
It'll happen for her, just like it happened for Paige Hackman last year.
Maybe last bucket of the season. That was incredible.
Stites will launch a long one, brings rain. Thought that one was going to hit the
I
rafters.
did, too. The arch on that shot was perfect. Oh, nice.
Give and go, nice.
That's
And
beautiful.
Nichols doesn't go for her. Great hustle by Leah Beck to fly in there and get the rebound. Bridget Nielsen, she's had herself quite a game today. Hit her first 5 shots. Ortega for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by one of the cheerleaders. Ab Redding on Jensen.
That's
Minute
a battle.
to go.
Great effort by both.
And finally, Jensen just shoulders her to the ground to commit the foul. Stop the clock. Send her to the free throw line.
That really hurts.
You're going to call that on Givens? It should be on. Yeah, no, it is on Jensen.
Yeah,
That's her third.
32, yeah.
Redding. Now at 11 points. Up to 12 now, Ab Redding. Lily Thomas has been scoreless this entire second half, and in fact, I don't even think she's in the game.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, good call.
Mullen Ross, foul on the floor. Be the 4th team foul on Ponderosa. And that is on Katinas. That is her 2nd. Ab Redding's going to come out of the game, and the Ponderosa fans giving her a round of applause. She's had a nice game.
Yeah, she has, and gets some minutes for Izzy Pepke.
Izzy Pepke has not played yet. Bridget Nielsen's shot is deflected, and then she goes in and tries to get possession there.
I mean, these girls are just not giving up.
No, they're not.
They're playing to the whistle. They're playing all the way to the end. Tip of the cap to them for that. Every ball is contested. Every dribble, both sides. Both sides are keeping up with the effort. So you got to love that.
4th on Nielsen, but they're going to keep her in there. You got to.
Got to. Shooter's touch there by Leah Beck.
She's up to 13 tonight. Gets them both.
She had a nice game tonight, didn't she? All right.
Well, this is a really good Ponderosa team. I'll be curious to see what they do in the league here.
For sure.
Here's Jensen.
That's her move right there. That's drop step like that off the glass sometimes, and just didn't fall that time, but that's the shot she was looking for.
So the Broncos will be at Rio Americano on Friday for their next game. Off the glass for Bridget Nielsen.
There she
14
is.
points tonight.
Great game by
20
Bridget.
seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Here's Montoya. Works her way across the midcourt line. Ortega's right up on her. And it looks like Bella Vista is not fouling.
No, don't foul.
And now they're
Don't
just
foul,
going
don't
to,
foul.
Nichols is just going to dribble this one out, and that is the end of the ball game. A 22-point lead, or 22-point win for Ponderosa tonight. They win this one 58-36. The Broncos scoring 8 points in that 4th quarter to 16 for Ponderosa. So Ponderosa just kind of took care of business there at the end. The Broncos had them kind of on the run a little bit in that 3rd quarter. Unfortunately for Bella Vista, they just weren't able to finish it on the offensive end when they were holding the scoring down. So,
yeah, they were consistent each quarter probably on the number of points they scored, but all that happens is you just letting up on your defense a little bit. You give up some buckets, and that run happens. So you got to do it on both sides of the court. You need to be able to score. I'm fine with scoring 8 to 10 points a quarter, but you got to play great defense. And there were lapses on defense there. Ponderosa is a really good team, as you mentioned. They did a heck of a job. Once they get more free in court and they kind of get their give and go game going a little bit, they're tough to beat. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch how they do this year in the CVC.
And it makes you wonder also, once Rowan Thomas comes back, how much better they will be.
Yeah.
Because
incredible.
she's been out there saying that she's probably out for another week and a half.
Okay.
But that could have been a much closer game last Friday against Wood Creek.
Right.
If she's able
True.
to play. So
very true. That's just an ankle, right? And she's not out longer than that. So that's good.
So yeah, hopefully she's back. It's her senior year. You hate to miss time when it's your senior year.
That is true.
I'm gonna total up the points for both teams.
Did you do that?
Just really impressive for Ponderosa as they have multiple players in double figures tonight, and 2 of their players didn't really contribute much scoring-wise in the second half, but they were led by the 14 points of Leah Beck, who's just a solid, consistent player.
She is, for sure.
Not flashy or anything. She averages about 6 points per game, finishes more than doubles her average tonight with with 14 points. 12 for Ab Redding. She averages about 11 per game, so she's right up there on her average. Lily Thomas, 6.5 points per game. She finishes with 11. Nora Nichols, 6.5 points per game. She finishes with 11 as well. 6 points for Avery Katinas, and then 2 for Emma Judy, and then we had 1 for Sierra Piper. That's the scoring for Ponderosa. For Bella Vista, they are led by the 14 points of Bridget Nielsen. Don't often.
What a game.
Usually it's like, want the leading scorer, look to see what Ava Jensen did.
Yep.
But tonight it's
Not
Bridget
tonight.
Nielsen. 14 points, 12 for Ava Jensen.
Good game too, right?
And then
Look at that.
Emma Givens had 4 all in the fourth quarter there. 3 points for Cora Patterson, 2 for Lila Ortega, and that rounds out your scoring for Bella Vista. So Coach Carey is talking to our team right now, and we will get a chance to. Looks like the assistant coaches might be coming out, so maybe they've wrapped it up. We'll see how that goes. Want to take a look at some of the other numbers. Ava Jensen finishes with 16 rebounds tonight.
Wow.
Cora Patterson had 7.
Nice.
6 on the defensive side. And so the defensive rebounds, that's a key for Bella Vista, because it means that the opponent isn't getting the offensive rebounds. And that was a problem in the first half. But Cora Patterson with 6 defensive rebounds, 7 rebounds overall. Bella Vista 30 defensive rebounds tonight.
That's good.
And they actually out-rebounded Ponderosa 43 to 38. We don't have the breakdown on the offensive
Wow,
and
that's a
defensive
positive.
rebounds for Ponderosa, but again, 5 more rebounds for Bella Vista over Ponderosa tonight overall, and again, 30 of those on the defensive side. So they improved as the game went along.
Yeah, they did. They did. And I mean, I know we've talked a lot about rebounding tonight, but that's so important in girls basketball, especially in the CVC like this. And the fact that, I mean, that's a positive right there that they can take out of this ball game, is that they out-rebounded Ponderosa. They just need to keep their turnovers down a little bit next time. And, I mean, let's say it again. Bridget Nielsen stepped up. I mean, that hoop was looking like a big old bucket, and she wouldn't miss there. I think she hit like 4 in a row, and really was a catalyst for when they got it within 11. I mean, this game was, 22 points, but it seemed to me like to be a lot closer than that 22 points.
Nielsen was 7 for 11 from the floor tonight.
Wow.
And
wow.
she hit her first 5 shots.
Wow.
And her first miss, the only thing they could do, they blocked the shot.
They did.
Because
that's it.
Because she just wasn't missing.
No, they
got to
knew
get a
it was
hand on it.
going
That's
in
been
if
the
it-
only way to stop her there.
Yeah.
Was to block the shot. So that's 64% shooting for Bridget Nielsen. 7 for 11. She needs to stop off and get a Slurpee on the way home.
Yeah, she deserves it. Maybe some Dutch Bros right across the street,
well,
right?
But but it was 7 for 11. So you gotta stop
I
and get the
get
Slurpee.
you.
Come on.
That's
Just
good
like Ava
stuff right
Jensen
there.
needs to stop at In-N-Out for the double-double. So, I mean,
Yeah, 7-Eleven's right across the street, too.
yeah,
That's
it's
true.
right down the street from us. Absolutely. So anyway, trying to get them their NIL deals. So,
Oh, yeah. You got to do it any way you can.
So we will await Coach Carey, and I am presuming that we are going to get to talk to Bridget Nielsen.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear.
That's going to be. We got to get the story about the shoes.
Yep.
And whether this is turning out to be kind of a game.
Oh, it's guaranteed. It's
Yeah.
going to be. She's going to wear those same, sneakers every
Or
game.
maybe she'll do the opposite.
Yeah.
Switch
I
it.
wouldn't. I would keep it
After
exactly.
after the
whatever
game
pre-meal
here.
she had. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. You
whatever
just
she did today, just do it again the
have
rest of the season.
Have the same thing. Absolutely.
Exactly. Don't change it up.
All right, so we mentioned that the Bella Vista girls, they'll be taking on Rio Americano at Rio on Friday night. And then we are next back on the air. We've actually got a couple of girls' games next week, and I think we have a boys' game next week as well. We'll have to double-check that schedule. But tomorrow night, we have the boys taking on Rio Americano. And so that is a 7:30 tip-off. We'll be on at 7:20. And then next Wednesday, it's the girls. They're taking on Christian Brothers, January 14th. We have the girls' game against Christian Brothers next week, and the girls' game against Wood Creek on Friday. So this is
What?
Going to be a busy week for them. Of course, they have to go to Intercom as well. So
Yeah, that's a tough place to play. I mean, for everybody that goes into Intercom, it's almost a guaranteed loss. But what? Why did this game start at 7 and all the other games start at 7:30?
Ponderosa doesn't have a freshman team.
Oh, right.
So they
Of
just
course.
moved
Okay.
the JV game and the varsity game up a half hour.
Yeah,
And so that's happened before for some of those
sure.
for
Yeah.
those schools that don't have the freshman team.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah. And
so
Bella
yeah,
Vista. I mean, our numbers this year were phenomenal. I think we had a lot of kids at tryouts. We got three full squads. So, the program's moving in the right direction under Carrie Masters. It's just a matter of, being a little bit more consistent on our execution of our defense and our offense on both sides of the court.
and I think they're building. I think they're building that.
For sure. For sure.
And then you build it starting with the lower levels and
Yep.
kind of work their way up. Of course, you also preach it with the varsity
Yeah.
as well. But the way you get the consistency moving forward is to really push that at the lower levels and bring them up, so that when they're
Yep. Absolutely.
getting into these games and the games get to the varsity level, then things are going, maybe things are going a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
And-
right now, what we're seeing is we're just seeing some tough circumstances right now, especially again because of the league.
Because of the league, for sure. And I mean, with Coach Masters, this is her first year at varsity. She hasn't really gotten a chance to establish her system yet. So some of those like open court turnovers, maybe some of those turnovers that you saw throughout the game, those aren't going to happen in 2 years from now because every player will have been locked in on what kind of a system Coach Masters wants to run. But right now, there's a little bit of a learning curve. And I've seen it. I mean, I've seen, like, that third quarter was really fun to watch today. And as long as we could put together, a couple quarters in a row this season, it's going to be a pretty fun season to watch. And they're getting better. Like, as this year has gone on, they've looked better. And the cool thing is like having somebody like Bridget step up. All you got to do is put your squad in the right position by executing and by playing good defense. And then one night, one of the kids is going to just, go off for, 14 to 20 points, and it could be a win for you. So you just got to stay the course and just stick to the process.
So it's a busy week for us next week, as well as for the Bella Vista girls team. They've got 3 games next week. We've got 3 games next week.
Yeah.
We've got on January 13th, Intercom is going to come here and play the boys team. So we've got the Intercom Bella
That's
Vista
gonna be a
boys
tough
game
one.
as well on Tuesday the 13th, and then Wednesday the 14th, the Christian Brothers girls will be here to take on the Lady Broncos. That is our next girls broadcast, and then we'll have the girls against Wood Creek on Friday. So
games.
yeah, it's a busy week next week, and then we all get to get that extra day off as we head into the Martin Luther King holiday after that. And so we get a little bit of a break to rest up from what's going to be a very, very busy week. So for the boys, by the way, they'll play Intercom on Tuesday, and then they will play Christian Brothers on Thursday at Christian Brothers, and then they get Wood Creek next Tuesday. Well, the girls have them on Friday of this week. And then the week after the Martin Luther King holiday is going to be a fun one as well. The boys will be playing on back-to-back nights, Thursday and Friday. January 22nd, a league game against Vista Del Lago. And then on the 23rd, it's a non-league game. Del Campo's going to be here.
Nice. That's going to be big.
And I will never forget,
Yeah.
2 years ago, our first year doing the games, Del Campo was here. And there was like this competition between the 2 cheerleading squads.
Yeah, I remember that. That's funny.
Del Campo brought their cheerleaders, and I don't know who did it first, but one of the cheerleaders during the timeout, and it might have been a Del Campo cheerleader, cartwheeled her way all the way down from one end of the court to the other. So at the next timeout, what happens? A Bella Vista cheerleader does that, and so all of a sudden it gets into this cheer off that was going on. So that was was a lot of fun on that particular night, and so hopefully that will happen again.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll get that energy. That'll be on Friday, January 23rd, as we look ahead to the schedule here So that'll be some of the fun things to come up, and again also we're looking forward to seeing the boys again, because they were heading into league play. They were 9-5. They had the loss last night, but there's a lot of optimism and a lot of hope this year that maybe they could find themselves in the Sac Joaquin section playoffs come the end of this season.
Oh, that'd be incredible in such a division. I mean, I was just checking my phone, and Intercom is 10-5, Christian Brothers 10-4 overall, but Christian Brothers beat Intercom this year. So I mean, that's both those teams are going to be just top notch.
That'll be a big test for the Bella Vista boys next week.
When
they go to Christian Brothers. Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be busy. It's going to be tough for them. We're going to see what they're made out of next week, and it's going to be fun to watch.
But they've got the game against Rio first. That's coming up tomorrow night, and so we're looking forward to bringing you that one as they will take on the Rio Americano Raiders. It'll be the Raiders and the Broncos.
Nice.
An AFC West matchup. So we'll have that for you tomorrow night. So I'm just kind of.
Hopefully you have the rights. Do you have the rights to say that out loud like that, or
the AFC West matchup?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a kickback from that from the NFL.
Well, it is playoff time, and.
Who's your team? Who's your favorite team?
My team is the number 1 seed in the NFC.
The Raiders? I don't know these things.
No, the team that Pete Carroll used to coach.
Oh, the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's where I grew up. So
sorry to our listeners, all you 49er fans.
Well, that was.
We still love George, though. Don't take it out on George.
That's where I grew up. So
that's true.
The loyalty runs deep. So
that's true. Very cool. Nice. Well, they're looking pretty good this year. It's gonna be fun to watch them play.
We'll see where that goes. But we'll see.
You must be a fan. You don't want to talk about it because you don't want to jinx them.
I also don't want to brag too much because I know my audience here. Probably more 49er fans watching this game than Seahawk fans. But we'll see how the playoffs play out in the NFL. So we're getting ready. A long conversation. The halftime was long as well.
She's got a lot of points to make.
A lot of points to make and a lot of things to work on.
Yep.
But we want to give her her due and give her a chance to introduce one of the players tonight as well. So we're happy to wait out and see where we go from here. But again, just looking at the performances tonight, we know that Ava Jensen's going to come up big, and we know that pretty much every time she takes the court this year is going to be a double-double. But Bridget Nielsen really stepped up, and it was a question that I asked Coach Carey before the game tonight about somebody else, or ideally somebody's else, stepping up and getting more double-digit points. I think back to that game against Nevada Union.
Okay.
3 different players with 14 points.
Yeah,
they didn't win that game, but that's a game that went into overtime. They should have won that game.
Yeah, exactly.
They had the opportunities to win the game. They had big leads down the stretch, but it just didn't work out. But if you can get multiple scorers going and get that consistently, again, that's what we see with the boys team. You mentioned Cale Bird doing his job, but there's usually somebody else, a couple of others that are stepping in.
Can't do it all on your own, right?
Yeah, and you need that. So the team is emerging, and so we'll get a chance to speak with Coach Masters here in just a few seconds.
Yeah,
there she is. There she is. Now she's got the sandals on now. So.
All right, I'll take my headset off. I'll let Coach slide in.
All right, so we will get our players in here and get a chance to talk this one out and see what the perspectives are here as they come up. So the girls again, they will be taking on Rio Americano come Friday, and then they will be taking on Christian Brothers and Wood Creek next week. But we are going to get a chance to talk to Bridget Nielsen and the game that she had, and we'll also hear from Coach Masters as well, as they're going to be sliding in here in just a second. There's some conversations that are going on as we just kind of wait them out. So Coach Masters will come in. We'll give you the headset. Bridget, you can go ahead and put that one on right there. And then we can slide in just a little closer so that we can see everybody. There you go. And look at that. You got your name on the screen there too as well. But Carrie, we'll start with you. Just some thoughts on this game. We talked about offensive rebounds and things like that, and early on in the game, that was a tough bugaboo as they built that they built that lead. They built that big lead in the first half, but it looked like it got better throughout.
It certainly did. We talked pregame about our struggles on rebounding the basketball, and at the end of the game, we actually out-rebounded them 43-38.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really happy with their effort. There was a little bit of a motivational drive at the half and at the end of the second quarter to work on our box outs and get the rebounds, and it really did get us back in the game. It's unfortunate that we still gave up kind of a big lead in the beginning, but I'll tell you, overall, I am really, really proud of tonight's effort. Yeah, we didn't get the win, but we ended the game on the right course. We were getting good rebounds. We were getting good putbacks. We were starting to work our offense, move the ball, and get good shots. So,
in the third quarter in particular, you pretty much kind of shut them down a little bit. You were able to get that lead down to about, I think it was 11.
Down to 12,
And at that point, we're thinking, okay, just keep this going. And but that's a good team that you faced today.
It was.
And then so that they had something in them too.
Yeah, they certainly did. They had a little bit of length on us, and we did struggle stopping the give and go there in the beginning. And they were able to build that big lead. But I did feel like we were really getting back in the game. The fouls kind of slowed us down a little bit in that fourth quarter. But it was good to get that gap down to 12. Yeah, we lost by more, but, it was a little bit was because we were, trying to kind of get that quick basket, so we were giving up a little bit of the easy stuff. But I was really happy with the way that we finished the game and that push in the third quarter. I thought the girls really responded. We really could have come out very flat in the second half and let this game really get out of control, and we didn't. We saw some good stuff.
I don't know if you saw it. When I came over to talk to you, I walked by Bridget, and she offered me a fist bump. So I guess now, Bridget, we're going to have to do that every game.
Yeah.
So
Well, there's that, and then there's a little backstory. So
Okay.
Bridget had a blowout on her new shoes today and actually had one of them taped. And then Mom ran home, got her old pair of shoes, so she had one old and one new.
Okay.
So that's going to be the look going forward.
Okay.
Because,
We were going to ask
we're
you
doing
about that. We were going to ask you about that. So one of the shoes.
The whole bottom just kind of came off.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so your shoe game tonight was forced.
Yeah.
This wasn't something you planned out.
No, it wasn't.
But
Well-
it is what she's doing the rest of the season.
Yeah,
We're rocking this look.
I think so. I mean, we have you for 14 points.
Yeah.
You hit your first 5 shots of the game. That was very impressive. You were in the zone. Tell me about that. What's it like to be in the zone?
I kind of just don't even think about it. I just kind of throw the ball up and hope it goes in. And tonight it did.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She doesn't do that at all. She is looking for her shot.
But it was and so first couple go down. It's like, okay, I want the ball. And you start thinking that at that point
Yeah, I do.
because you're feeling it at that point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is this one of your best games that you've had, or
Yeah, highest scoring.
this is a career high?
Yeah.
Okay. How is the experience having played varsity last year and then also this year? How has that helped you?
It's definitely a big learning experience, and it's super nice to like have teammates that really support me and welcome me as the only sophomore. I feel like in a family pretty much, and it's just really nice.
And last year, as a freshman on the team, it was the same thing. I saw
Yeah.
you guys messing around with each other and stuff like
Yeah.
that before the game. So I mean, it's like, uh, you know, you hear stories about how freshmen might get treated, but and stuff like that. But it sounds like everybody just kind of welcomed you in and just wanted to help you. Uh,
Learn and become better.
how
Yeah.
is this going to help you moving forward? Junior year next year, senior year is just ahead.
It's definitely going to be greater bonds with people. Like, there's a few juniors on the team right now, and so especially next year, we'll definitely know each other's like skill set better, and know where to like pass and shooting range, and it'll be pretty good. I
and
think it'll
and
be a good team.
and you understand also, and you can feel better now what it's like to play at this level,
Yeah.
as opposed to somebody maybe coming up from the JV. They might early on think, oh boy, this is a different level. You
Yeah.
know what it's like.
Yeah.
Okay, so
One of the things that I want to say about Bridget is that we've really been working on her shooting the ball. Like, she'll go to practice and she'll just like let them fly, and they all go in, and I'm like, Bridget, shoot the ball in the game. Like, shoot the ball in the game. I tell her, I'm like, save that for the game. But tonight she really did get comfortable, and she hit 3 shots in a row in that second quarter that really got us going. Like, it changed the energy on the bench. It shifted their defense. Bridget was moving and working and not afraid to shoot the ball. And I think the other girls were looking at her going, oh, well, Bridget's doing it. I can do it. And so, like, she just kind of changed that energy all by herself just by taking those shots. And they were good shots. It wasn't just chucking it up and watching them fall. She knew exactly where she was going, except for that one in the corner, maybe. I'm not sure.
well,
But,
everybody's
but-
entitled to one,
yeah.
right?
But the rest of them were all very, they were purposeful, good shots, and they were just going in, and that's the kind of confidence that we need from especially from a player. We're not very deep at the guard, and Bridget hitting shots like that is huge for us. So
Does it give you more confidence?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you got Rio Americano on Friday night. What do you know about them?
I don't know much. I will tell you one of the things that as a first-year coach, it's definitely a first-year varsity coach. It's definitely kind of a game-to-game prep for me. So I'll go home tonight, tomorrow, and go read up on Rio. But I think one of the things for our team is preparing for a team doesn't necessarily work for us. We need to prepare our team and work on what we need to get better at. Preparing for somebody else doesn't really, we know our division's a meat grinder. Everybody in it's good. We just need to continue to work on ourselves, and that's the focus, right? I'm not really too worried about what Rio brings. I'm worried about what Bella Vista brings into that game.
You mentioned the meat grinder league, and then the meat grinder portion of the schedule is next week. 3 games,
brutal.
and at Intercom, and then Christian Brothers, and then Wood Creek.
Yeah.
At least 2 of those are at home.
Yeah.
But it's not often. I mean, you play in tournaments in December and in November where you play 3 straight nights. But and so here's 3 over 5 days. That's
Yeah.
still not easy.
It's still not easy. It isn't. And then, you throw in the fact that, we're going to go to practice. But, again, I think one of the things that I'm focused on is just working Bella Vista. I don't think I can really work to prep for Intercom and Christian Brothers. What we're going to have to do is shoot the ball. We have to move the ball. We have to not turn the ball over. Again, tonight, we had 18 turnovers at the half, I think, something like that. And we finished the game with 23. Not great, but certainly a better second half.
Well, if you were at 18 at halftime, that's 5 in the
Only
second
5.
half. So it is a remarkable improvement.
Yeah.
So,
And the
so-
rebounding situation the same way. I mean, for us to turn around and out-rebound them in the game is outstanding. And so those are the things that we'll continue to work on at the practices between the games. The important part of that meat grinder week next week is just keeping our head up every game, right? It's a matter of competing. At this point, if we get the win, we want the win. But if we compete, we can build on that. And that's what I'm working for.
So, Bridget, I'm going to ask you 3 games and 5 nights next week. And obviously, you're going to school and there's homework and all of that stuff going on, too. How do you balance all of that?
I normally take a pregame nap.
Okay.
So I go home after school and I take a 30-minute nap. And then I do my homework and then I go get ready for the game.
At least it's coming where it's going to end going into a holiday weekend. So you
Yes.
get that 3-day weekend right afterwards.
Yes.
So that's one less day of school, and so that'll help with the recovery, I think, as well. But that sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
I need that nap. I gotta figure out
Yeah,
that. I gotta
yeah.
figure out that nap. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you got a good plan, you know, because you obviously got to keep those grades up as well, and but still be ready to get out there and give it your all on the floor. So, great plan. All right. Well, thank you both for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing a couple of games with you guys next week with Christian Brothers and Wood Creek. So.
Yep.
Can't wait for that. Good luck, of course, in the other ones as well when you go on the road.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank
George.
you.
All right,
Thank
you
you very
much. Got to do it
Gotta
that
do the
way.
fist
Yeah,
bump.
got to do it that way.
Gotta have the
right?
fist bump.
All right. Well, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for joining us tonight. We will look forward to talking to you again tomorrow night. The boys will take on Rio Americano, and that will be right here at Bella Vista High School. We'll get underway at 7:20 for that one, and then we will be back on the air next week with the boys' game against Indercom on Tuesday the 13th, and then as you see on the 14th, Wednesday, the girls against Christian Brothers, and then the girls will take on Wood Creek on Friday of next week as well. So that's our plans coming up. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, the Ponderosa wins this one tonight 58-36. We want to say thanks to our crew. On camera is JT Stewart, our producer tonight, Carson Allen. Now for Scott Hackman, I'm George Thorolson. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.